All right. So Trav had apparently Trav wants to take me to task. So since everybody's been picking on Tyrone and Primetime, now we can fight. Bring on the fight.
First off, let me just say what's up to everybody before I really get to the points I want to make. It's good
We
to
don't
see
care
all
about the
y'all.
what's up. Save us all the greetings. Can give two shits about that.
Okay, listen, Tyson. My issue with you comparing the Tua situation to benching ZW is that Miami Dolphin team was in contention with Fitzpatrick and could have been a playoff team. This Jet team is not going to the playoffs with Mike White, Joe Flacco, or any of these guys starting. The situations are not comparable whatsoever.
Tua was Tua not costing them games because he wasn't playing well. He was
they were a team that could go somewhere, so it mattered that they won.
But was he not playing well? He wasn't playing well.
That's fine, but the wins and losses matter. Do wins and losses matter for us? No,
yes,
they don't.
Isn't that what Saleh said?
No, well, okay, he can say whatever he wants at a presser. We both know that.
He showed us that by playing Flacco.
No.
Yes,
let me get to my other point.
Yes, he
about
did. Mike White was the guy that should have played, and he played Flacco. Could the best chance to win. His words, not mine.
Again, that's stuff that you say at a presser. That's coach talk.
That was his action. He played Flacco. Mike White deserved the start, and he played Flacco.
After that debacle that Mike White had, they would have killed him if they would have started him.
No, they would not have killed him because if you look at the stats of Mike White, he played what? He played good against the Patriots, good against the Bengals, good against the Colts before he got hurt, and he had one clunker against the Bills, which
Tyson,
none of them played
Mike
well.
White, if we tender him, you don't want him going out and playing bad again and putting more bad tape so someone can sign him. We can get that second round pick.
So you're gonna take the negative approach, or Mike White.
No, I'm gonna take the smart approach.
Or Mike White, if you tender him, you can see what the fuck he can do on the field. You actually play him in live game reps and get as many reps as possible. So you see what you have on your field instead of Joe Flacco, who's not going to be here next year. The move made no sense whatsoever.
The second round pick's more important, and there's a chance Mike White gets signed a la what happened when Russell Wilson went into that situation with Matt Flynn, and Matt Flynn got the bag off that one game from Green Bay. There's a chance someone signs him and we get a second round pick. He keeps putting bad tape. No one's going to sign him. I understand why they didn't play him.
He's on the practice
squad. I would have liked to see him. Sure.
They could sign him now if they want, if he's so valuable.
No.
Yes. And he's on the practice squad right now? Is Mike White in the active roster?
Yeah, he's on the active roster.
I think he is.
Is he? Oh, Josh Johnson's on the practice squad?
No, he's on the active roster.
Yeah, he is.
Didn't Mike White back go down?
He's on the active roster. Either way, also in reference to the other point, man, when we were talking about the guys that are going to be on the roster, the rookies that you're mentioning, do you honestly believe first-year guys are judging another rookie on the mistakes he's making when they're making similar mistakes out on the field? The vets are judging Zach, like, Greg Van Roten making comments like that.
When you enter a company, when you're a first-time employee in your company, what do? You observe everything around you so you learn how the protocols are and the rules are. So if you see people getting away with things, then you're like, you know what? I can get away with this. That's exactly what your mindset is. You follow
Tyson,
what's going on
so
around you.
You don't think the other rookies understand that he's a rookie as well, and that comes. He's playing literally the hardest position in the game besides a rookie cornerback.
No, what you do is you form your opinion. You watch Zach play, then you watch Mike White play, then you watch Josh Johnson play, and Joe Flacco play. Like, why are these guys all doing so well and this kid's not playing, and why they keep putting him back out there if he's not good?
My whole thing is this, Tyson.
If he plays like that, you're going to judge it. It's human nature.
I won't disagree with that. Zach deserves criticism. My issue is when people are not giving him the benefit of the doubt the way they did Sam. Yeah, he hasn't been fantastic.
Who gives a fuck about Sam? Robert Saleh wasn't here when Sam was here. Nobody cares.
I'm talking about the fans saying that he's a bust.
The fans don't matter either. I'm talking about the players. I don't give a fuck about the fans. The fans don't matter in the situation. Right now, what matters is the coach and how they handle the quarterback. And what happens, how he handles it, is how you set your culture in the locker room and set your tone. If you keep trotting him back out there, quarter after, like Sunday, if he had one more bad series on Sunday, he should have been taken out of the game. That's
Tyson,
how you establish your tone.
Just a week or two ago, we were saying there was no culture. What culture?
So culture
Saleh has one talk with Rex Ryan, and all of a sudden we have a culture now?
He's learning on the job. So he benched Van Roten. Did he not bench Van Roten?
Yeah, after 7-8 weeks?
And he's learning on the job. Man. Is he not more involved in the game now? Is he not more involved with the officials? Is he learning
Rex
as the first
got
time
in his
coach?
Ass, it took our former coach getting in his ass on TV
if that's what people think.
Come on.
Or he's learning.
All I'm saying is this.
Is his time management improving?
Cut the culture stuff, because the most important thing is developing Zach.
How do you
if Zach isn't the guy, that sets us further back than anything else.
So what does that
He is not the guy.
If you don't hold him accountable, that's going to fuck up your locker room. That's just a fact. If you do not hold your players accountable, especially your quarterback, and you baby him, He's going to get labeled in the locker room, and you're going to lose your locker room. Period. You are.
Tyson, half of this team won't be here. We don't have any safeties
and the
next
half
year.
that will be here is young and impressionable. Because you have all these rookie players, and they're learning
just like Zach. So they understand he's in a tough spot. They know that, he's a first-year player playing most.
You know what happens when things get tough? You either get out or you get going. So if they watch him struggle and the coaching staff doesn't take him out, they're like, what is this guy doing? What is my coach doing?
What rookie QBs lighting it up besides Mac?
Who cares?
In New England. None of them. What do you mean who cares?
I don't care about fucking Mac Jones.
You compare him to his peers.
I don't know. I compare him to? I compare him to who's on his fucking roster. I don't care about Mac Jones. I don't care about Aaron Rodgers. So now I'm going to sit and be like, you know what? Zach Wilson today sucks because Mac Jones is good and a much better system with a much better coach. That's an asinine statement.
You mean to tell me that you don't compare him to his peers out of the class he came out of?
Why would I do that? Who gives a fuck?
Class?
Okay, so now wait. So let's compare Saleh and Belichick. Could you be more apples and oranges?
Dude, are you serious?
You want to compare Josh McDaniels and fucking Mike LaFleur? You want to compare that? You're embarrassing yourself. You're literally embarrassing yourself. Seriously, watch this over and realize how much you're embarrassing yourself.
I'm not. Listen, I'm stoned.
Really, you're embarrassing yourself right now.
I'm not this high. There's just no way. You didn't just jump from comparing rookies.
You're trying to compare him to his peers when it's apples and oranges.
Plus years.
You're careering a fucking Ferrari and a Hyundai.
Unlike LaFleur.
You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind,
Tyson.
You're out of your mind. The only peer you should evaluate him to is the guys on his team. Why is Mike White playing better than him?
Tyson.
Go ahead. You want a bigger shovel? You're digging a deep ass hole for yourself.
Let me ask you a question, dude. Let me ask you a question. Are we not set back in this rebuild if Zach is not the guy? Don't we need him to play to know that?
And you're going to know your answer in 3 years. So you better batten down the hatches, my friend.
So we don't play him this year because we want to see 2 more years, Tyson. You let him play if he's healthy. That's the point that I'm making. You compared the two situation to this. And my thing was, again, they're not the same thing. Miami could actually win games.
Did he play on Sunday?
The Jets weren't winning with Mike White. They weren't winning with Josh Johnson. And they weren't winning with Joe Flacco.
Did you just not see him on the field? He just threw for 140 yards on Sunday. He played. So what's your point?
Okay, yeah, I did just watch him on the field after a month off.
Okay.
Of not playing and coming back and trying to find a rhythm. Again, the criticism is fine. It's more of when you're saying we need to bench him. How do we know what we have if he doesn't play? You're saying we got to play Mike White to see what we have, but we don't play Zach Wilson to see what we have?
You have to hold Zach Wilson accountable. You don't want to hold him accountable. So now in your world, Zach Wilson could go out on Sunday and throw 7 interceptions, and you'd be like, good job, my friend. You're learning. Go, Zach, go. Keep throwing interceptions. Nobody gives a fuck. You're doing great job, kid. Keep going.
Tyson,
that's what you want?
Let's speak off of the game we just saw and the month off that he had. The game we just saw, he didn't throw an interception fest. He showed some grit coming back from the injury and making some plays. He wasn't great by any stretch of the imagination.
And he's going to start on
Sunday.
Sunday.
He did enough to win the game. He did enough to win the game.
No, the defense didn't win the game.
He played to win the game.
The team won around him. He didn't win the game. But so what? So he played, and he's going to start this Sunday. I'm not saying bench him. Let him start against the Eagles. Go for it. He should start every game.
I thought you were saying bench him because it doesn't make sense to bench him.
No. Okay. Well, I'm going to give you my point. So he can start, and if he struggles mightily, I'm taking him out of the fucking game.
You want us to look like more of a circus, Tyson, when we're the only guy benching our rookie QB? I don't care
about a circus. I care about his future.
Is that what you want?
If you're going to coach worrying about the fans and the media, you're going to be fired sooner than later.
Who else does that? Who else benches
any
their
competent
rookie QB
team
in that way?
If your quarterback struggles and is losing confidence and shit,
did the Bills bench Josh Allen?
I don't give
when
a
he was
fuck
playing
about
like
the Bills.
ass.
You watched Sam Darnold get destroyed by keeping him games too long and just playing terribly. If the kid is lost his confidence,
Tyson, you just told me who gives a fuck about Sam Darnold, and then
I'm telling you my reasons why. If my quarterback is playing at no confidence and playing terribly, I take him out of the game. That's what I do. 3 interceptions, like the Patriot game, I would have took him out. He would never hit 4 interceptions in my world. I take him out of the fucking game because it's not counterproductive. He's not learning anything from that. He's gonna get booed off the fucking field. He's gonna be miserable. He's gonna be embarrassed. He's gonna be headlines all over New York.
We learned something from that. If he keeps throwing up stinkers, then we know he's not the guy. The team learned something. We know what we have.
So you want to enhance the stinker to learn from that?
It's the only way. Listen, look at what Sam was. You're saying we ruined Sam, whatever. What did he do in Carolina? Sam wasn't the guy.
But my point is you have to have a certain leash with Zach Wilson. You have to. You can't just say, you know what? You're going to play 4 quarters no matter what. I can't do that. I can't do that, man. I'm not going to let him sit there and just play absolutely terribly, because at some point the players on the field be like, why the fuck is this kid still in the game? And they're going to look at him like, why is he still here? Bring somebody else in. What did you bring Flacco here for? What do you have Mike White for? What do you have these guys here for?
We know
at
why
some point the kids got to be held
accountable.
That
was because of the injury and everything else. If they really wanted to not play Zach Wilson, then they would have had a veteran there to replace him when the time called for it.
But according to them, they wanted to sign Joe Flacco, but he went to the fucking Eagles. So they were stubborn and tried to lowball every other veteran quarterback, and they said, fuck you, we don't want to play for you. So then what?
Listen, Tyson, you're my guy, but we got to agree to disagree, man. Like,
Absolutely.
you have to play Zach.
We cannot. We are definitely disagreeing on this one.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
have to
backing
play
that
him.
shit.
You have
I'm
to.
playing him, dude. I'm starting him every game.
Okay,
every
good.
fucking game the rest of the year.
All right, we're on
but
the same
unlike
page then.
you,
okay,
if he throws 4 picks, I'm taking him out. You could let him throw 6. I'm not going to do that.
I thought you're saying bench him permanently if he's
so wait, I have a
like
question.
dog
I have
shit.
a question for you. Just,
so all
I
that
want
for
to understand. I want to understand your philosophy. Just to understand your quarterback philosophy.
Sure.
When Ryan Fitzpatrick quarterbacked the Jets, he
Sure.
was given the opportunity to throw 6 interceptions in the game. 6 interceptions. Were you okay with that, or should have been pulled at some point?
Tyson.
Just answer the question. Simple question.
Tyson.
Would you have taken him out?
You're
or you let him throw 6
comparing.
interceptions?
You're comparing a kid.
I'm asking you a quarterback question. It's a simple question.
And I'm going to answer it.
Go
You're
ahead.
comparing quarterbacks that aren't in the same realm. The experience isn't the same.
I just want to know how you manage your game. So I don't give a fuck. Mickey Mouse is quarterbacking a game. Mickey Mouse threw 6 interceptions. Would you take Mickey Mouse out after 4, 5, or let him throw all 6?
Who's the guy that I can bring in? Is it the
Does
team
it
that's
even
like,
matter?
is it
Does
going
it
to be any
even matter
better?
who it is? You're bringing in Minnie Mouse.
Better?
So Mickey Mouse is going to come out for Minnie Mouse.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's the team. We aren't the Dolphins where they could actually win games.
I'm asking you about a game situation.
And I'm telling you, okay, you're the guy they're going to bring in going to be better.
You're the Green Bay Packers. Does it matter what team it is?
Is he going to be better,
dude?
Is the guy that comes in going to be better?
Does it
or
even
matter?
matter?
Say he can't be worse. I mean,
does it matter? Does it even matter? Does it
Yes,
matter who's
it
coming in
matters.
if the guy's throwing interceptions regardless?
Tyson, of course it matters because when you bench your starter, it just looks bad in the optics of the team. Like the team doesn't, the coach doesn't believe in him. We can't rally around this guy. They're benching him. They don't want him out there.
What looks worse? A quarterback throwing 4 interceptions or 6 interceptions? What looks worse?
Tyson, that's like saying what's worse, breaking my ankle or my femur. I still got a broken bone.
It's a question for you.
It's still a broken bone.
You're worried about optics. Me throwing 6 interceptions is a shitload worse than getting 4 interceptions.
A broken ankle is the same as a broken femur. I still need a cast and I'm still on crutches.
But see, you know what though? I'd rather suffer the less of an injury. You'd rather go for the full injury.
I mean, I'd have to look at the recovery time for both.
I'd rather sprain my finger. You'd rather break it. So that's what you like to do.
I'm just saying. Again, we just gotta agree to disagree on this. I feel bad because I wanted to include PT and Tyrone in this, and it turned into a me and you thing. I knew it probably would.
No need. I was enjoying this, man. No need.
Yeah, I was loving this, bro.
Was it at least good?
Did
I at least bring something to the stream, guys? Come on.
Oh hell yeah!
Y'all were on it, bro.
Chat was loving it. Chat was loving it.
Oh, they were.
Tyson
wasn't posting any of the chat stuff. That's how
I'm busy. Tyrone could have did this shit for prime time. I had no time to look at that shit.
Yo, listen, I'm moving back to the area probably like January, February to be more hands-on with my family business. I got to link up with you guys just to show some love. First round on me. If Tyson doesn't accept, then that's on him.
I'm busy. I'm blocking your ass now.
You said drinks with Tyson, bro. He'll be there.
I can only hope. Hey, listen, I appreciate you guys having me on and allowing me to just do my thing. I hope y'all have a good night, all right?
Have a good night, man. Take care.
Great debate, man. Have a good night.
You guys set me up for that shit. I know you did.